Welcome back to the Soul-Led Spirit-Driven channel. My name is Kasha, and I will be your guide, at least on this channel, for your spiritual journey. So, whether you are just awakening and discovering all these wonderful things beyond the seen world, or whether you've been around here rediscovering or reopening your gifts for a while, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I am truly honored that you chose to spend your time here and that you have found me on this channel. As we are now in the Lionsgate portal, the portal has opened a few days ago. The energy is intensifying. And if you haven't heard of the Lionsgate portal, if you haven't heard of this wonderful time that happens once a year around this time, let me just give you a little bit of a brief explanation of what you might be feeling and why. So once a year, when we go into the Leo sign, Sirius, the brightest star in the sky, aligns with the sun and the earth, creating a portal. We call it the Lionsgate portal because we are in that sign. We are going into the eighth, and obviously, with the eighth, the climax of that energy would be the 8th of the 8th at 8 p.m. Number 8 carries a significance in the spiritual world as well. It is the number of infinity, of abundance, of sort of finishing cycles, starting cycles, moving forward. It has a beautiful flow, and that is what really the energies are that are coming through this portal. So at the end of July, generally around the 22nd, 24th, the gates start to open. So it means Sirius, the Syrian star is going into that alignment. The climax is on the 8th of the 8th, and then it'll start to close off with the final sort of closure happening on the 12th of August. So during this time, we are experiencing an influx of beautiful energies, powerful energies, activations. A lot of people are awakening during that time. A lot of people are making big decisions, life-changing decisions. So really powerful energies. But here is how you might be experiencing them in your everyday life. So you might find that a lot of people in that time feel a little bit prickly, short-tempered, angry, agitated, sad or anxious. Now, the reason for that is because they're receiving such a big influx of these powerful energies. They're high vibrational, and if they don't naturally vibrate already a little bit higher, what happens is the energies come in and are little tiny human bodies that are much dense. So then the energies take a little while to adjust. So it feels almost uncomfortable. It feels like being pushed to wear shoes that don't quite fit you yet, and you have to walk in them. And it doesn't feel quite right. Or trying to squeeze yourself into a pair that is too small, but they're your favorite and you can't let go, and they feel so uncomfortable and they pinch your feet. So either or can happen because we're either holding on to the old paradigms, the old stories, the old beliefs, or we're being inundated with all these wonderful energies and they're going through us and we're being motivated, inspired. We want to take action. So one thing I want to tell you is that the period of Lionsgate, when that Lionsgate is open, is probably not the best time to take action as such. What it is a period of waiting for the energies to settle. And during that phase, we don't actually need to take action in the physical world. We get to harbor them, we get to cultivate them. So this is a perfect time to really get clear on your vision, and it'll be easier. So even if you found yourself in a point in your life where you feel like, well, I don't actually know what I want, I don't know what my purpose is, I don't know where to go, I feel a little bit lost, take this moment, take these next couple of weeks to sit in silence and really create that space and that calmness in your mind. Don't feel like you have to figure things out. Don't ask questions like with your analytical mind, like when and how. Just sit in silence and notice what arises in your awareness, what is being shown to you. Because two things will happen. Number one, you will probably experience the answer. And I say experience because everyone's different. Some people will see it, some will hear it, some will feel it, some will just know it, and they won't know how. So, sitting and experiencing the answer, allowing the answer to appear in your awareness is one thing. Number two, to just cultivate that trust that where you are is perfectly fine. You're not falling behind. You're not lost. Allow the energies to settle and just play with what would feel good for you. Where would your life feel really happy and joyful? What perhaps drains your energy? Where have you been giving too much and it doesn't feel good for you? So, sitting and asking yourself the questions and then seeing what comes up is going to be probably the best way to navigate through this period because eventually you will come to this stillness and you'll start to see a vision for yourself. You'll start to lean into what feels great, what feels joyful, what feels like that bliss. It'll come easy and effortlessly. And through that, your path will start to form and you will see what your next step is. And it will come with such easefulness and effortlessness that you will sit there and go like, oh my God, it's not that hard. Why was I pushing for it? Because you see, whenever, even outside of this beautiful Lionsgate phase, whenever you're trying with your analytical mind to figure something out, you are working from a very limited pattern. So you are trying to push, you're pushing, you're trying to, like right now, it's almost like your mind goes, right, we're going to survival mode. We have to figure this out. And so in doing that, you are really operating from a very limited pattern. Your mind really has only the knowledge that it acquired, remembers, recalls. It is very limited. It's like the filing cabinet can only hold so much. And so your mind will continue to present you with very similar answers, very similar outcomes. But when you switch from trying to figure it out with your analytical mind and you go into this intuitive state. So you create a shift in your consciousness by sitting in silence, not expecting anything, just creating that calm and stillness. You are actually going to tap into your intuitive wisdom. And that intuitive wisdom is infinite because you are connecting to the universal truth, to the universal wisdom, also known as the Akashic records. And when you tap into that, you're tapping into such a vast library of information that your human mind cannot compete with. And I wish that for all of you. I wish that you open yourself up to there is more than what my mind can offer me. So please, if you are navigating through this phase and you're feeling a little bit lost, feeling maybe a little bit prickly, perhaps you are awakening and you're not understanding fully the reality around you because it doesn't feel the same way anymore. Instead of trying to figure it out and pushing, just sit back, take nice deep breaths into your body with your eyes closed and just allow yourself to sit here, not expecting anything, not wanting, not asking. And just notice what arises. And eventually you will probably be shown either what brings you joy, what brings you bliss. You might be shown what's ahead, what else is there to look forward to. And it'll all come so easy and effortlessly. So during this Lionsgate period, what is really important is to connect to your deeper, authentic self, your intuitive self, your soul self, and listen to what it whispers to you, because it'll whisper what you actually want, what you desire, what your next path is. And from that, you will be able to create a vision. Those desires will shape what you want. Perhaps it's the end of a job that you don't really love anyway. Perhaps it's the end of a relationship that doesn't serve you, be it romantic or friendship or family. Perhaps it will be that realization that you can take that leap of faith and you'll be absolutely safe and you will land somewhere wonderfully. All that will come not from your head, it will come from your intuitive self, from that well of wisdom. And it will be activated through the beautiful energies that are coming through the portal. Now, on the other hand, if you start reacting to whoever was a bit prickly, a bit short with you, said something in a way that didn't feel good for you, didn't resonate, or perhaps you get swept up in that energy, what you're doing is you're giving away your power, your energy. And in that motion, that giving away of your energy, you are not really focused and on receiving, on helping those energies to integrate. You are basically receiving these beautiful energies and you're choosing to give them away, to channel them into things that don't serve you, old patterns, perhaps old habits. So the best way I can describe the next couple of weeks is just hold your energy. Create that peacefulness, calmness, so you can see your vision, so you can connect to those desires, embrace them. Don't think it's too much. Don't think it's crazy or, ridiculous or doesn't make sense on paper. When your intuition whispers to you, it rarely makes sense to the logical mind. And with everyone around you feeling a little bit not themselves, a little bit annoyed, a little bit prickly, let them. Let them, and keep bringing your focus to your space, your energy, and what you are here to live, to experience, to create. I wish you a wonderful Lionsgate period and enjoy this time intentionally.